My next guest is a very talented comedian. Exactly. Somebody just had comedy orgasm up in the top row. Before she comes out, She's a very talented comedian who's a regular on a show called Open House, which is an all-new version of the show you know as Duet. It starts this fall. Please welcome Ellen Degeneres.
Thanks very much. Nice to be here. How are you? Great, great. Me too. I am a comedian. It's a good job. I like it. People always come up to me after the show and talk to me, and they always ask me questions. They always say, first of all, Ellen, you're incredible, But second of all, is your life as a performer that much different than ours, the little people, the nobodies, the scum? And I'll tell you, I don't think so. I think that we all do the same things, basically. I think that we all try to get out of a ticket. If we get pulled over by a policeman, nobody's going to just admit, yeah, I was going about 95, give me that ticket. I mean, you're going to try to get out of that ticket somehow. You're just hoping you can come up with some story. If you're a woman, you're attractive, you're dressed nicely, you're going to try to flirt your way out of that ticket. But if you've just thrown some horrible outfit on, just to run to the store to pick up some Haagen-Dazs, thinking you're not going to see anybody, that's when you get picked up. You're just sitting there just hoping to come up with anything. You just... Hi. Hi. Listen before you start writing. You know what happened? I was just at home just a minute ago, just right at home, and phone rang. Hello, picked it up, and it was my mother. She said, "Ellen, honey?" And that's my name. Hi. That's not the honey part. That's a term of endearment, but you could call me honey. Doesn't matter. But she said, "Ellen, honey, I've fallen down, and I think I've broken my neck." Oh, I know. So right away went to the store to get that Haagen-Dazs, and she loves it so. And just threw this on. This is horrible, this thing. I was naked, and just naked at home alone doing some aerobicizing. And I'm single, so I do that. But I think it's important to keep in shape, being single like I am, because I date a lot of guys. Not a lot, that's trampy. But I just, I'm not even seeing anybody seriously right now. It's just, it's so hard to meet anybody. I'm so shy. It's hard to talk to. I'm not hard to talk to you. Something about you I like, but it is really hot today. Isn't the heat something? I don't mind the heat. There's nothing wrong with heat. I guess people just don't like to sweat. And you must be hot with all that on. Look at the handcuffs and everything. But there's nothing wrong with sweating, really. Sweating is just a natural bodily function, the thing on your lip. I wouldn't worry about that. Just think everybody sweats. Pigs don't sweat. They don't have sweat glands. That's why they roll around in the mud like that. People think it's because they're dirty animals, but it's actually... Policemen are called pigs, aren't they? So we're all the same, I think, basically. I found out pigs do not have sweat glands. How many people knew that? They do not have... I learned that playing Trivial Pursuit, which is a game that I despise. I don't know if you hate it as much as I do, but I think stupid people hate it the most because you're just sitting there just waiting for it to be your turn so you can say, I don't know. I don't know. Danny Kaye, what? Just guessing anything. I get the question, what is the only animal that mates while going 60 miles an hour? You know what it is? No. Thanks for playing. It is the... And Danny Kaye was a bad guess. I realize that now. But it's the golden eagle. This is what they do, actually. The truth. They actually, the male and the female both go 3 to 4 miles high. They start going 60 miles an hour. Then they connect in some bird type of a way. And then they just start dropping. And they don't stop dropping until the act is completed. So it's not uncommon that they both fall all the way to the ground, hit the ground, both of them die. That's how committed they are to this. I thought to myself, boy, don't we feel like wimps for stopping to answer the phone. Hello? Wait a minute, Jesus. Hello? Nothing. What are you doing? I mean, I don't know about that is commitment. You know, I don't know about you, but if I'm one of these two birds, you're getting close to the ground, I would seriously consider faking it. Okay. Woo! Thank you very much.
We'll be back to talk in a moment. I guess with the television, relatives that you've never heard of are popping out of the woodwork.
It's weird, yeah, that happens. You know, people come up to me, and I really, first of all, I have the worst memory anyway, you know, so no matter who comes up to me, you know, they're just like, I can't believe you don't remember me. I'm sorry. Oh, Dad. You know, and then finally, but I really don't. I mean, people come up to me, and we were best friends, you don't remember? And they tell me these wild things that we did, and you know, I don't even remember having a goat, first of all. And just stories that you're going, I would remember that, I think. I can't believe, but really, that happens all the time. And I feel like, so now I just go, oh, sure, I remember you. And I don't remember them. But if it's someone that's watching, I remember you, of course. But
Other than, obviously, the night with the goat,
2 nights.
2 nights. They remember 2 nights.
Yeah.
What did you do before you got into this business professionally? How did you make money?
Well, besides the goat, I am really making it. I did everything. I mean, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. I think my parents were very worried about me because I was 23 years old and I had no idea. I worked in a glove factory for about a day and a half, and my mother worked there, and I remember like midday, the second day, I said, you know, I'm not feeling well, I'm going to go home, and she said, you're not coming back, are you? I said, no, and so I never came back. And I worked jobs like that, like for a day or two. I was a waitress. I sold clothes. I was a vacuum cleaner salesman, and
Where?
At Hoover, and I'd go to for Hoover, the vacuum cleaner, and I'd go to different stores and demonstrate. When people were shopping, I'd throw mud in front of them and pass, and that's what I did. And boy, did that job suck. You know that. That was one of my first jokes when I started doing comedy. I would do, because I had just done that, and I would use humor to sell. That's what I was so good with just coming up with something people would buy. Like, the most expensive vacuum cleaner had a light on the front of it. And I was trying to make that sale, and the woman said, why do I need a light on the front of a vacuum cleaner? And I said, that's so that you can vacuum at night and not wake up people by turning the lights on. And so... She bought it.
She did?
Yeah, she bought it. I mean, I did a lot of things. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Have you always wanted to do comedy?
No, I really didn't. Until I got on stage, until I was talked into it, because I didn't want to, you know, do it until some friends said, you know, we're having a benefit, we need to raise some money, and I don't even know what the benefit was for. It was like, I think somebody needed a new pair of jeans or something at the time. And I went on stage, and I don't even know what I did, but it was funny at the time. Now, if we look back on it, it would be very unfunny, I think. But I loved it. It was just the greatest feeling, and it just fell in my lap. Everything just kept happening, and so...
Well, good luck with the show coming up.
Thanks.
And the new name change. Ellen Degeneres. We'll be back.